Welcome everybody to What's Up Bull Time. Fernando Ramirez. Big win for the Chargers, 27-17 over the Titans, and are now 6-3. A lot of good stuff from the Chargers. 7 sacks from the defense. Obviously, Justin Herbert showing off that, ladies and gentlemen, he's healthy. So a lot of positives from today. Some worrisome things that they're going to need to clean up before they go into this stretch where they play. I know a lot of people are focusing on 4 big games. It's actually 5 if you really have maybe even 6, because they do play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here, and they do play the Broncos as well. So a big game stretch coming up for the Chargers, but we'll get into more and that. But first, let's go with the intro.
Compas on the beat. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah. So where's Compas?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
Some guy that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Daygo is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7th-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Welcome to What's Up Bull Time, Fernando Ramirez. So obviously, like I said, Chargers, Titans, another win for the Chargers, another 24 plus or 27 points scored. The defense ended the game scoring, what was it? 2 touchdowns and 3 drives. So definitely impressive longer drives today, but we'll get into all of that. But without further ado, let's bring them in.
Give me my theme music. I am hyped up. I think, again, this is what they needed to do, and they did it. That's what I'm first off thinking about. But I love what Matt or Kay said right here. Here we go.
Matt.
Pull this up. Dan's got to be pumped over Herbert juking Kenneth out of his cleats. I thought that was crazy. He did not need to embarrass that man on the first drive. That was insane. Absolutely.
Somebody in the locker room, I won't say the name. Somebody in the locker room said, "Damn, that K9, that always happens to him. It always seems to happen to him."
Hey, I mean,
I ain't gonna say
a few years, so it's funny. I just saw that and I just started laughing. I'm like, but they wanted to keep this guy around for like 3 years, dude. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. So it was pretty interesting game, Dan. It started off a little. It was rare to kind of see the Chargers defense give up a easy touchdown. Not an easy touchdown. I mean, they made them fight for it, but it was just interesting to see them. What did they do? They went on. Hold on. First the Chargers start off on offense. They kind of moved the football up until the 3rd and goal. Dan, what was crucial about to me in the first 2 drives where the Chargers ended up settling for field goals, yes, we're going to start with something negative because it is a point of emphasis, and it's something that could cost the Chargers moving forward. But Senor Vivant, I'm at the stadium. That's the thing. Like, see, look, like that's the
shout out.
I don't know where else to post up. So here's the best place. But
I think he's more than anything talking about the story you said, not your background.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, Senor Vivant. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You can tell his mind is racing, Senor Vivant.
It is. I'm like thinking about 7 different things. This is going to be a long week, Dan. So obviously, I'm thinking about everything going on this week. But I'm in the here and now. So the drops by Will Dissly and Hayden Hurst really cost them.
We have to have the worst tight end group in America. That's freaking ridiculous, dude. I'm getting so sick of tired. I'm getting so sick of watching this. Like, my God, dude. I am just every time he throws the ball to one of these tight ends, I feel like we did last year with QJ or the year before. You hold your breath. You don't know if the basher's going to catch it. It's unbelievable. You have Dissly. You have the drop in the end zone, obviously. Then he has a few where he makes the catches, but it's all body catches. And it's like bouncing around in there. And it's like, my God, dude. Hurst needs to get off the field also. He had a few terrible drops today. Unbelievable, dude. Worst tight end group in America.
Colston Loveland. That is the Michigan tight end who makes a lot of plays, and a lot of people. There you go. People love him, and he's a Michigan guy, so everybody's really looking towards that. But you know what's funny, Dan? And I know I'm getting ahead of myself. Zach Martin is a free agent next offseason. That would be a interesting get if these guys were able to.
The guard?
The guard from the Cowboys.
Oh, if he's got some juice, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
At
this point for now, I'm getting on the horn and I'm asking Antonio Gates how much it'll take for him to come out of retirement. You don't need him to run after catch. You just need him to stand somewhere 5 yards plus down the field, catch it, and go down. That's all you need.
Dan, but that's gonna be the big issue moving forward. You're gonna need these guys to be able to make those grabs and make those kinds of plays. That could be the difference moving forward in these next few games. And it hurt them also against Arizona. Remember, in Arizona, I think Will Dissly had a couple of drops. And they just had a bunch of plays where you cannot have those kinds of plays. If that happens, that could mark the difference between a victory and a loss. So that was definitely one of the negatives that I saw today. But going back to that's on offense. On defense, the way they started off the game was a little rough.
Shaky. You have not seen that all year.
Yeah. They started off allowing a 7-play, 72-yard drive. And the end result was a big play to Calvin Ridley for 41 yards for the touchdown. And 2 drives later, after a punt, after that after that Will Dissly drop, and it was 7-6. A big play by Harbaugh, Dan. I know I'm saying Harbaugh, and everybody's like, "Wait, what?" It was 3rd and 6 from the Chargers' 19-yard line. Will Levis has an incomplete pass to Westbrook, and to Westbrook, and there's a 15-yard face mask call, and Jim Harbaugh decides to accept it. That means that they were now at a 3rd and 21 from the Chargers' 39-yard line after a false start, and they weren't able to pick it up after an 8-yard run by Tajee Spears, and Nick Folk misses the 49-yard field goal. So that was huge. Chargers end up turning around, scoring a touchdown on a Herbert 4-yard run. But the defense just a little bit shaky in the first half, even coming out of halftime. 11 plays, 62 yards, and a field goal. But then after that, it felt like they clamped down. They started getting after Will Levis. They started sacking the quarterback. But, yeah, just a little bit uncharacteristic at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, and then on top of that, you had it was the interesting part, like you said, they clamped down after, because I think after that touchdown they gave up to Calvin Ridley, I don't think he scored again until that – or touched the ball again until that late touchdown again in later in the game. But, the defense clamped down. We knew that's what they were about. I think the real refreshing part was seeing Gus Edwards, and someone had mentioned it in here earlier, seeing Gus Edwards run north and south for more than 2 yards per carry, like we'd seen him in the past. Hey, Tommy! Tom Sheridan, our boy in here. Murray, thank you. Salute. Thanking him for his service. Absolutely unbelievable. Hilarious. But seeing Gus Edwards being able to go and seeing a little more production out of these backs, rotating them, I thought was, a very good green light, in the sense that, like, that's where this team can go. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to rotate these backs, get different looks and stuff like that, because that's where you're going to have more success. QJ with another touchdown, I thought was huge, but probably his only, I think that was his only catch of the game, if I remember right. So, they just need a little more. It's good that Herbert's distributing the football, but they just need some of these guys to be a little bit more involved. You know what I mean? You don't have anyone really stepping up and being that Keenan Allen, he'll get 5 to 10 catches a game or something like that, So that's kind of like the biggest thing they're gonna have to find when or figure out whenever they're gonna go up against one of these better teams.
Yeah, and the interesting part too is well, no, I completely understand. But going back to your point of Gus Edwards, that's the Gus Edwards that these Chargers need, and that's what I asked Gus after the game. I'm like, hey, like. The fact that what you felt today, he's like, I felt great. He's like, I didn't even feel like that. I didn't even feel like this when we first started off the season. I feel like now we're doing a lot better because today him and Gus had 105 yards combined on 25 carries. That's what the Chargers are going to need. They're going to need them to combine for a lot more. I thought Gus was a little bit more decisive with his running, and I thought he was pretty good. So if Gus can get it going and J.K. keeps on running the way he is, this offense could be a lot more lethal. And then also Xavier Flores was right.
I like that.
Darius Davis, that punt return that he had, or the kickoff return. Kickoff return that set them up for a big play. I was really impressed by that because that really got the Chargers kind of going on offense.
Earlier in the game, they put him at running back and they pitched it to him, and he got like 4 or 5. I don't know why, especially with no real receivers standing out and maybe except Ladd and solidifying their spot. I don't know why they don't use him more. Honestly,
Dan,
just use him in different ways. Put him in the backfield, throw him on a swing route or something. Just get him in space.
Dan, I have a surprise for you. Are you ready for your surprise?
Yeah.
So Bud Dupree was asked in the locker room, hey, there's a narrative out there that you guys haven't played anybody, that you guys, your defense isn't that impressive, that you guys haven't played anybody. Here is his response.
And we played everybody the Chiefs played. Same schedule. So what the difference is between us and the Chiefs? I mean, I'm for real. Like, can you answer that?
No.
So why they saying it? We played everybody the Chiefs played, right? Yeah. All right. Did have a Chiefs play somebody?
Top offense?
Yeah.
They play Cincinnati.
I'm saying, like, we played on that week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, I'm saying, I'm just here. I'm just a messenger, man. Don't kid me. Everybody the Chiefs played, we played, right? So, I mean, they got a good defense?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, call it tomato or tomato, whatever you want to call it. We're going to continue to grind and continue to work hard. We just want to work hard. That's it.
How big is it for you guys to
listen to this?
Nationally televised game in the first 9 weeks of the season or 10? Now you guys get 3 in the next 4. Just how exciting is that?
Somebody want to see her play. We got to prove them right. We can't go out here and we can't go out here and piss on our leg. We got to work harder and maybe turn it up more.
How does this defense compare to maybe some others?
I love that. I love that. That's absolutely that's amazing right there. But it's true though. I mean, like, I don't even want to get into the Chiefs stuff, but I think it's still impressive. How many Charger teams haven't you seen that they'd make these guys look like all pros? They'd make the Will Levises of the world, the Bo Nix of the world. I remember very recently, the Chargers losing in a win in your in game to shout out Jorge to Drew Lock in the Broncos or something like that not too long ago, and they made him look like an all pro. So I think that to me is silly because you could tell when, like, again, in my mind, to hold the Chiefs offense in week 2 or whatever it was to like 17 points, like, that's winning football. If you hold them under 20, you know what I mean? You should be able to, you're at least in the game. And in my opinion, that's one of the good tests. I think the test against the Steelers was very good. Also, they held them to not having a lot of points, so I think that whole narrative's silly right there. I think you could tell that these guys are flying around. They're physical. They're really taking it to a point when you haven't seen this in a Chargers team in the past few years. So I think it's just ridiculous.
Dan, is this what it's setting up for? My bold prediction
that
is
would
the
be
Chargers hand
amazing.
the Chiefs their first
That
loss.
would be amazing. We're doing shots on here if that happens. We're doing shots on here. I'll make sure I'll have a
Dan, are you ready for what your head coach said after the game?
Oh, let's see. Send it.
Also, give a game ball to Joe Ortiz.
Okay, we can take it easy. Okay. You could just feel it. I love what Blue Dream says here. Vibes all day. You can feel the electricity in the locker room, dude. This is hilarious. Zin Harbaugh is him. That's funny, Coop. Coop in the house. Here we go. What does Dennis say? Harbaugh has a team having fun and tight. And I don't. Oh, here we go. This is another good one. Hugh. Here we go. The camaraderie is through the roof. 100%. I think that is one of the most overlooked qualities of a team, probably in professional sports. Like, I understand all these guys get paid a lot of money and everything else, but you can't manufacture that. You can't hide that. In my opinion, it's always a team that are the tightest that are going to win. That are going to win, the Super Bowl or whatever. And you've seen that, you have to be a tight, cohesive unit to be able to play at such a high level. You know what I mean? Like, I saw one of my old teammates recently at a practice, and we were talking about how cohesive, how cohesive he and I were. That if they were to blindfold us, we would know how to double team and fit perfectly based off our body alignments and everything else on the on the defender. And it's just really like you have to build that through thousands of hours of reps, thousands of hours of spending time together and things like that. And camaraderie cannot be overlooked, dude. They're feeling good, they're riding high, and the sky's the limit at this point, Frau. The sky's the limit. Is it fine? I know. I am sick. Coop. I am sick. I've been sick this whole week. I've been trying to fight it off, but here I am soldiering on. I can't wait though. Like, I honestly think, Frau, we're finally, where God punished us before, now we're getting rewarded. All our years of suffering, I think here it comes. We're about to be on a roll, dude, and I can just feel it in my bones.
This the next Hugh, he never said where he coaches.
I never said. I can never confirm nor deny. I never said any of that, but I appreciate you, Hugh.
Big win for Dan. I was going to give him a game ball at the end of the game, at the end of this pod, but Hugh beat me to it.
No game ball.
But
I do not work at any high school in the area. You don't even know where I live.
Dan.
Maybe I'm just AI. What if I'm AI?
No, don't you remember Jorge used to say that I was you, but with a beard and sunglasses on? A fake beard.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
Dan, the one thing I do have to push back on is that some of these mistakes that they made on defense and some of this other stuff, it is a little worrisome moving forward, because next week they get no, you're all good, Hugh. We're just messing around. They are going to play a tough team. I mean, T. Higgins is expected to come back.
Oh yeah,
Jamar Chase.
You can never the thing about the Bengals, in my opinion, and I don't know if I've said it on Compas, but I've been thinking about it. What's it called? What was I going to say? Oh yeah,
We're talking about T. Higgins.
The Bengals. Yeah, sorry. One of the comments I was reading it, and then I got thrown off. The Bengals are probably the best. What are they? 4-6 or 4-5?
Yeah, 4-6.
I think they're one of the best 4-6 teams out there. They just have lost a lot of tight games. So I think they're going to be able to – they're definitely not someone to overlook just because of their record. So shout out to Dennis. Game ball for the Compas. Shout out. Dennis, you get a game ball. How about that?
The one thing is, too, is that I mean, I don't know, but I think Christian Fulton should be hopefully for the Chargers. He's back ready to go next week. But the key next – and I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but the Chargers getting 13 sacks in the last 2 weeks is going to be huge going into that Bengals game. That's the one thing that throws off Joe Burrows. When he's getting hit, they're getting after him. So that's going to be huge for the Chargers next week.
And I don't think they have a great offensive line either from the few games that I've seen.
They don't. So that's going to be Robert. He suited up, Robert, but we'll see tomorrow or later why DJ didn't go. Maybe he'll be asked about it tomorrow. But I definitely think that the pressure is going to need to be.
Oh yeah,
they're going to need to bring a lot of pressure to. He did get like 2 snaps or something, like 3 or 4 snaps, something like that. But
I was gonna say, I think the best part of today too is you didn't really have to use Khalil Mack that much. He got, I think, very few reps, and then they kind of pulled him the rest of the game. I don't think I saw him very much out there, so that was good because I think he was nursing something, right?
Who?
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Khalil was. Well, he said that he kind of felt something during a play. He felt something tighten up a little bit, but he said he's
that's what I'm saying.
Fine,
it's good that they didn't have to rely on him, and it wasn't you know what I mean?
No, him and Joey, because Joey's still playing limited snaps as well. So
I saw that. Yeah.
So it was good that Bud and Thule. And another thing is too, Dan, is Thule went into the New Orleans game with 0 sacks on the season.
Yeah.
And after that, since then, he has 5.5 sacks.
Yeah.
So it's been impressive what Thule's been able to do these last 3 weeks. He stepped it up. I think Joey has 3 sacks. I think Khalil has about 5 or 6. Thule has 5.5, and then Bud Dupree has 5 sacks. So they're kind of at the part where I thought they were going to be. Well, I kind of had I think I had Khalil and Thule making it to 10 sacks, Joey right around 7 or 8, and I had Bud at like 9. So if they can get to those numbers, that's a lot of sacks.
Yeah, especially build the confidence, dude. Get going,
exactly,
get after it.
Exactly. But one thing that I feel like we've kind of overlooked a little bit was the performance of Justin Herbert today. And nobody better to speak on that than the head coach, Jim Harbaugh.
I mean, I'm changing his name to Beast. He's Beast Herbert. Half man, half beast. He made the 2 biggest plays of the game. I mean, I'm changing his name to Beast.
And then
Beast Herbert.
And then Herbert responds.
He's the best. And to have a guy like that leading the team, it shows out there. You turn on the tape and everyone wants to play for him, wants to fight for him, and the guys are playing, energetic. They're excited to be out there and they're having fun. I think that's the most important thing. And he's done such a great job of preparing us and letting us go play free and fast out there. So to have a guy like that leading the charge, it's been awesome.
Pun intended.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares about puns. But I was gonna pull up Robert's comment right here. This is what, in my opinion, what separates Herbert from a lot of these quarterbacks. Like Robert put, because I know we got a comment about that last time that we don't read the comments. So Herbert with the longest streak without throwing an interception. Let's keep that going. 100%. That is so crucial at the quarterback position, right? You can't put your team in bad spots just slinging it all over the place. And I think that's what separates him from a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of the biggest, anti don't let Herbert run people. But seeing him run today was so refreshing for 2 reasons. I thought in this game you saw him make decisions faster, in my opinion. Whereas in others, he would have kind of sat in the pocket, taken a sack or a hit. Today, if you noticed, a few times he just pulled it and he went. And that to me is so refreshing. Making him make quick decisions. Get out there, get north and south, go get a few yards. And, I'm not going to lie, I had a stroke with, what is that?
Lamar Bird today. Lamar and Herbert.
I know, for real, right? And I'm not even gonna lie on that. When they ran that like power or whatever with Herbert on that 4th down play, I almost had a stroke. But then I'm like, God, he just looks so good running the football. Like, my God, he can do everything. Frown.
Did you get nervous on that one where he runs the football and then he gets down on the ground? And he kind of is like, crawling.
Because the guy like kind of grabbed his like ankle or knee right there. And
did you see it? But he was doing a celebration. He started crawling.
Oh yeah,
and then he gets up and he just.
No, there was a few times where I was like, I like held my breath. I was like, please God, no, I need this guy.
Was it me or did Kenneth Murray kind of take a shot at him in one of those where he grabs his helmet and kind of twists his head a little bit? Was that just me or
it could have just been poor tackling technique too? He was always a high tackler.
Yeah, he had a grade of 39.4 according to PFF, but
dude, he broke that fool's ankle so bad. Like I almost felt a little bad for him, but then I remember he was a 1st-round pick and he was here for a few years, and then he kind of was not.
Quentin. He was always really nice, really great to talk to in the locker room.
When I say those things, I attack the player, or not attack. I criticize the player. I'm sure they're all lovely human beings under the helmet, but lovely human beings is not what's going to win a Super Bowl half the time.
Quentin Johnston, another touchdown, Dan.
I'm glad.
5 on the season.
Is he all the way back, Frown? Is he going to be T.O. all of a sudden?
No. I don't think he's going to be T.O., but I think he is going to be.
Can you imagine? Where did we draft him? Is it number 3 or
22nd?
Really? We got him that late?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's not bad then.
It was after the debacle against
the Jaguars?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh. Well, look at that. What comes out of that terrible game? And we spawn this receiver who will get 1 catch that's a touchdown or a big play and then gone the rest of the day.
I'm very You're such a jackass.
I'm just
But
saying.
I still think that receipts need to be kept because I think Quentin has and I asked him about it after. I'm like, hey, how are you feeling? He's like, dude, honestly, I feel so confident right now. He's like, oh my God, Alex. QJ gonna have 10 touchdowns and 500 yards. You guys are terrible. But that's what I was asking him. I'm like, Quentin, how do you feel right now? He's like, dude, I feel so confident. He's like, having a quarterback and a head coach that tell me, hey, we believe in you. Keep on going out there. Keep grinding.
I've heard
keep
this story
working."
before. Are you going to bring up Tua now and Mike McDaniel and everything else? Did we create the thousands of hours of clips or whatever? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being a dick.
Houston Texans are about to go up 14-0 on Detroit.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're about to score right now.
Well, I didn't even know that's who was playing tonight.
Yeah, that's a good game. But
Coop, I think you and a lot of people, Cooper puts, I'll be honest, I wrote QJ off last year. I think it was you and a lot of people. I think I said multiple times on the show last year, no one, or in the offseason, no one would be happier to eat their words than myself and every other Charger fan about Quentin Johnston. This year he's looking a lot better, but, I still think he can elevate his game a little more. He has a lot of tangible skills. I don't know what it is that just, hasn't completely, totally clicked yet, but, there's still ways to go.
I truly think that looking at this team is Jim has done a good job. They've had 2 rookies at corner and Jazier Taylor out there, and they've been managing to hold it together. Now next week they are going to need Christian Fulton. Again, I'm still telling you guys there is. I think there's something on. I think there's something there with Asante Samuel Jr. because he could have been activated this week. He was not. And Harbaugh's been very hush-hush on it. So, and it was a shoulder injury. So
he's not an MD.
So who knows what's going to happen there. But next week, this Chargers secondary is going to really be tested. Tarheeb Still, Cam Hart, Christian Fulton. By the way, the fact that he was able to kind of rest, in a sense, Joey, Khalil, Christian Fulton, some of these guys, and still win these last few weeks, that's going to be huge moving forward. Because next week, like I said, the pressure is going to need to get there for them to be able to slow down Joe Burrow in that offense. But it's crazy to me that a guy like Jamar Chase has 500 yards against a team and like 4 touchdowns, and they're 0-2. So that's crazy right there. That's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next week. Hoping to have a guest on this week when to break down the Bengals game, whether it's pre-recorded and then we upload it or whatever. But Dan and I will still be going live either Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know yet which day we're going to do it. But yeah, good point brought up here. The Chargers had multiple drives of chewing clock. Their opening drive, they chewed up 6 minutes and 52 seconds on a 12-play, 68-yard drive, 6 minutes. Next one, 3:41. After that, 4:24, 4:27, 7:10 in the third quarter, and then obviously they ended the game. But for the Chargers to come out and in the second half score 2 touchdowns right away on their first 2 drives, huge moving forward for these guys. So they just need to keep on doing that. They need to play hard-nosed defense. The secondary needs to patch up some stuff. So Willie he said Kansas City Chiefs better look out. The Bolts are going to strike on them. I would just relax a little bit. There's still a lot of ball left. Focus on the Bengals, but they're playing well. They're on a 3-game winning streak. And like Khalil Mack told us right now, this is the time that you want to be playing your best football.
Oh, 100%.
And he feels like they're starting to – he thinks that there's still ways to go, but that they feel like they're playing really good football. And one of those things, Dan, one of the reasons why I feel like they're playing really good football on defense is the emergence of Deion Henley. I really think that Deion is having a really
all over
strong
the place.
campaign.
Is he the green dot guy or no?
No. Oh, shoot. I actually – God, who is it? Is it Denzel? I think it's Denzel, and then Deion when Denzel goes out.
Okay.
So yeah. 100%. So the Chargers.
He's been a godsend, dude.
These next 6 games are going to tell us a lot about what this team is moving forward. But if they can go 3-3, 4-2 in this next stretch, then that's gonna look really nice because these are some of the teams that they're gonna play in the playoffs if they make
Oh,
it.
100%. When?
The Bengals.
I have a bet riding on this. I need to go 2 for 3 on my bets. I already won one. I'm probably going to lose another, so that doesn't make me very happy. I need to go 2 for 3.
Speaking of that, I know you were a huge you're a huge Mike Williams guy, but were you kind of mad at him today?
Oh, I was pissed. So weird. I love this. C Knox put thoughts on the Mahomes hot mic. I think it just further confirms what we've all thought over the years. I mean, when you have the commissioner of the NFL telling a defensive tackle, I don't care how you hit the quarterback when they've put in all these ridiculous rules, I think that tells you everything you need to know.
Friend of the show, Megan Olivi, interviewed Joey Bosa after the game.
Shout out.
And this is what he had to say.
Joey, congratulations, not just on the win, but a career milestone sack number 70. Describe to me what that means and just the years of effort it took to get to that number.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I didn't really realize it. I guess I've been sitting at 69 for a while now, but feels great, but it feels even better to get the win.
Absolutely. Second in franchise history now on that sacks list. After that halftime, coach told me he wanted you to get the red blood pumping. What allowed you to have so much success on both sides of the ball in the third and fourth quarter?
Yeah, I know. We've been there before, going into half with the lead, and we just came out a little flat. We just wanted to prove that we could put 4 quarters together as a team at both sides of the ball, and I think we did.
Yes, Hugh. Leslie O'Neal is the leader of the sacks. He has a lot. I can't remember what.
I love what Dennis says here. Bolts make the playoffs.
He has 105.5. Sorry.
I know you're good. Bolts make the playoffs. I hope we face the Swifties and knock them out. Nothing would make me happier right there. Nothing would make me happier. Alex says
that pod would be
are you kidding me? I'd probably be smoking on camera in the house. I wouldn't even care. Who cares, dude? If Deion finishes with 150 plus tackles, doesn't get the Pro Bowl nod, come on. I'm going to tell you, Alex, one of my favorite quotes. Love ya. Thank you for commenting on the show. One of my favorite quotes. All right. Patriots are in the locker room. One of Tom Brady's teammates finds out he doesn't make the Pro Bowl. And I think if I
Chris,
remember right,
I love you.
Oh, tell him I say hi too.
Chris, my brother says hi.
One of my favorite quotes. I think Tom Brady's teammate is crying or something like that. I don't know if you remember, Frown.
Yeah, I do.
I think his teammate was crying, right? Brady's teammate. And then Brady walks over to him. He says, "Do you think I play this game for a fucking Pro Bowl?" I couldn't agree more. All about Super Bowls here. I don't care about the MVP. I don't care about Pro Bowls. I don't care about nothing. There's only one thing that matters. Super Bowl champions, Lombardi trophy. Let's get the MVP to Justin Herbert. That's the only MVP I'm worried about. Okay, You're whistling on the show. There you go. Who are you whistling at now?
Dante's being an idiot.
Oh my God. Oh geez. Why are you even? He looks like what's the guy who says what's the guy who says my precious in Lord of the Rings? That's who he looks like now. One of those golems. Or maybe it's Gollum his name.
It's Gollum. Dan, did you know that your quarterback has not thrown a pick since week 2?
Go up there and grab it, everybody. Grab that W, baby.
It's incredible.
Son of Odin, that's what he does. That poor Alex put poor dog. Where is he? Poor dog on that what's his name video?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love what Jeffrey's saying here. I wonder what Alberto thinks of this Chargers team now. Don't worry, he still thinks the Raiders are making the playoffs, so there you go. Next season, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep track of all his takes on a piece of paper week by week, and I'm gonna see what hits his. No, show the other one. Is there the Murray one? That one was brutal.
Let me see.
Dude, the son of Odin is just a dog. What can I say? He just does it all, dude. He can do everything and then some. But, again, my favorite thing, I don't think he threw over 30 times in this game. Oh, There you go. There you go. That's pretty good.
By the way,
everybody on
well, no, never mind. I shouldn't say anything about this account. Never mind.
Oh, oh,
it's one of the funniest out there.
Sure.
Dan, is this you?
Let's see this.
Hold on.
What are you going to attribute to me?
Oh, I hope I don't get hit with anything. But was this you?
Oh, you always love getting us hit with copyrights.
Watch it, guys. Come on, Will. 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 No! 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 Fuck!
I was super pissed. I was super pissed.
Are you kidding me? Oh, what the fuck?
100%. How the hell are you going to drive the length of a field to get into field goal range and you piss it away like that? Unbelievable. I'm convinced. I was going to save this for Tuesday, but whatever. You're making me pull it out now. I'm convinced they sacrifice children over there, allegedly. They are Freemasons, made a deal with the devil, on Epstein's list, on Diddy's list. They're all over the place. They're connected in the right ways to keep winning for now. I can't stand it. It's driving me crazy.
Here is the old teammate of the Chargers, Kenneth Murray, spoke to the Titans media.
Yeah, I think you see different things. Obviously, I think a couple of our losses we just didn't play well enough, didn't play disciplined enough. I think, and then sometimes you just see other things where the lessons we haven't been able to make the proper plays, and we need to make them again. So I think for us it's just going to be about trying to do more. And trying to make more plays and trying to be better.
Callahan said this is probably the first game where it felt like you guys were out physical. Would you agree to that? And what do you think the issue was?
I mean, I don't think we were out physical. I think, they have some plays where they pop a little bit. And I think
what is he? Oh, God.
Who's in the background?
I can't even hear what he's saying, dude. Can you hear what he's saying?
Down, when that's happening over and over again.
I can't even hear what he's saying. I love what Cooper says right here.
Basically,
Bro,
Callahan,
crazy lizard people, 100%.
Callahan he was asking if Callahan said that they had been out physicaled by the Chargers. So he was just asking him about that, and he's like, I don't think we were out physical. He's like, I think they made some plays, but I wouldn't say we were out physical. Here, I'm going to be quick with it. I'll show it to you guys. I hope, for the love of God. Here we go.
What?
Oh, let me see if I can mute it. Here you go, Dan.
Yeah. Whoop! Oh, my God. Killed him. Absolutely killed him. Whoop!
There we go.
I was going to say, let's a little off topic. I love what Hugh says right here. Glad to see Eric Weddle back rooting for the Chargers. That was a great sight to see when you sent me the video for Al. Absolute Charger legend. I have his jersey, one of my favorite guys growing up watching.
You've met him before.
He's the best. I still got to get his jersey signed, though, low-key. He's the best. I love what Dennis says here. Harbaugh keeps winning. He's got to be coach of the year, right? You know what?
No.
Tell me who coach of the year is, Dennis, when he lifts the Lombardi. That's what it's all about. Who cares about putting stupid, meaningless trophies in the office? Let's go get a real one, baby.
No, I don't think. I think it's going to be, what's the name from the Commanders?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Matt, shout out. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like
button.
Yeah,
we have 51 people in here. Can you guys please just go and hit the like button? We appreciate
51 likes.
In here.
Shout
you
out,
guys
Matt.
Are the best.
Shout out, Matt.
Hugh, he got his first playoff win last year. Dan and I were actually there at that game.
That's right. We were.
That was a great game. That was a great game. Yeah, Weddle invited us to go.
They're in the quarters right now, I think. Yeah, they're in the. They're play. Who do they play? I recently saw it.
Oh, LCC.
Oh, no, Carlsbad. They play Carlsbad. Yeah, they play Carlsbad. Yeah. They play Carlsbad.
Yeah. So everybody, please go hit the like button. You guys are the best. We have 56 people in here. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. So if everybody can go hit the like button. And guys, it is back to being cold weather. We have the sweatshirts are back on.
What better way to heat up, right?
Make sure you guys go and get a hoodie from the store. We appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Go check it out. Compas hoodies. Those are the best, dude. Go get it. Go
Yeah,
be warm.
I always every time I wear it out, I always get complimented on it. So it's definitely awesome. Hugh, yeah, Lincoln's gonna run open division. They're really good, and they have Akili Smith's son playing quarterback for them. So
Great. I love what Joseph says here. What the first jersey I got? Shout out, dude. Shout out.
Yeah, no, I definitely there was a lot today.
I thought this was also funny, Blue Dream. Mahomes actually told the ref to let him know when the defender was near him while he was running next time. How the hell, how would that work? Hey, someone's behind you as he's running,
I wanted to I did want to address something. Friend of the show, Joe Reedy, everybody loves Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe asked the referees after the game as a pool report what he thought of the overturned call that went the Chargers' way when it came to Herbert throwing that pass, and they called it a fumble, and they returned it for a touchdown, and then they went back and they said, "Oh no, it wasn't a fumble. He was throwing the pass." So, question from Joe Reedy: what was the basis for the call, and then overturned it? And then Butterworth, the VP of Instant Replay, Mark Butterworth, said the on-field official ruled that it was a fumble recovered by the defense and for a touchdown. All scoring plays are under jurisdiction of the replay booth in New York. We stopped the game, and there was a significant question as to whether his hand was coming forward with the ball. Once we went into the review, all we need is the hand moving forward with control of the ball, and so we ended up overturning it to a complete pass. Question: you did believe the quarterback had control of the ball as he pushed it forward? Yes, when his hand was moving forward, he had control. It was tight, and we were going frame by frame, and his hand was moving forward. He had control, and then he lost it, so we overturned it to an incomplete pass. Question: what was the angle where you guys decided to overturn? Because the two that were shown on the scoreboard, one from behind the quarterback and then the one on the sideline, at least from the video review board on the scoreboard, it didn't look conclusive. So what angle did you guys use? Butterworth: we were going through the angles, and there was an enhanced angle from the broadcast that we see the hand coming forward again. We're going frame by frame, and the hand was coming forward with control of the ball, and then he lost control of the ball. And you could see, I don't know if they showed you guys. Jeffrey wants to join you at Moe's.
Come on in. Country music never stops playing. The beer flows and the whiskey flows.
But if you saw, Herbert just had master control, like the strength. Yeah. The grip
got that
was
gorilla grip, baby.
But he was able to push it forward, and it was just an incredible play. So definitely, Herbert deserves a lot of credit for that play, and he hasn't had a turnover since back in the Panthers game, which is ironic because they've played much better defenses than that one. So yeah, you have Senor Ben Herbert system. So definitely funny to see that. But all right, guys, I have a long drive back down to San Diego, so we will cut it short for here. Please, everybody, go hit the like button. I love when we have our conversations after games. You guys are awesome. Senor Vivmois, Xavier, Jeffrey, Alex, Hugh, Blue Dream, Joseph, Jorge, Matt, Dennis, Gerardo, Cenox, Cooper, Robert D, Senor Vivmois. I think I already said his name.
I think so. Tommy, Joseph,
Cooper, Dennis, Cooper. Excuse me. He said, "Hold on, where is he?" He said, "Stop flirting." I wasn't flirting. I was talking to Chris. I love Chris. Chris Rim. I love Chris Rim. Brett, Willie, everybody. You guys are the best. I think I saw King Ryan here as well.
Shout out Blue Dream.
King Rye, there he is.
Shout out Alex,
Dennis, Tommy. Thank you to everybody who jumped in here, who commented. You guys are awesome. Again, this week, we don't know. Dan, what do you think? Oh, the Lions just scored 10-7. Dan, what are you thinking? Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday should be fun. We should go to
Thursday. Perfect. We will go. Yeah. We will go on Thursday. So
I don't think I have
make sure. Always, guys, it's going to be at the halftime of the Thursday night game. Yeah. So make sure you guys tune in.
We love you guys too.
We love you guys.
You guys are the best, dude.
Guys, tomorrow.
Hit the like button, baby. Bolt up. Listen to King Rye.
Tomorrow.
Grab that W. You just kind of reach up. and you take it. You grab it, baby.
Guys, tomorrow.
Oh, this is a good question. This is a good question by Alex right here. How are you going to do the post game for Sunday night? That's a good point. I completely forgot.
We will do it the same way we do it now. I will, as soon as we're done with the game, I will go down to the locker room and we'll just jump on for about. Alex, it's probably going to be about 30 minutes because I do need to get home. So it'll probably be about a 30-minute. Yeah, it'll be a 30-minute. Yeah, and I do too, and I have some other stuff going on. So it'll be about a 30-minute show because I do need to be writing on the way home. So just make sure you guys tune in again. You guys.
Shout out to you, Joseph. Shout out.
You guys are awesome. Don't forget. Tomorrow, Lunes Live is at 12 p.m. So make sure you guys tune in. 12 p.m. Lunes Live. You guys can give Gilbert all the shit you guys want.
Let's go.
He will be there. And then, guys, don't forget Tuesday. All 4 compas will be on. So make sure you guys are all on there. So you guys are the best. And again, thank you guys so much for jumping on with us. And before you guys leave, let me hit you with one final one.
Nobody.
All right, thank you guys. Dan, get us out of here.
Be a compa, tell a compa. Let's have a great freaking week. Gilberto Manzano. I'll leave you with that one. There you go. I love this one too. Matt, we got to give Gilberto Franzano all the shit. Shout out. Have a great week. Be a compa, tell a compa. Let's freaking go, baby.